What's up? Welcome to One Crack News. Now, let me give you some scenarios on how you should handle certain situations. As I see Vaping Fast Break is back, the super chat is open for you guys who are here live. And those who are not, you can always hit the Cash App up at any time. My name is Carcino on the Cash App. So, you give me a situation or a scenario, and I'll tell you how you should respond in those situations. Thank you, Mr. Fast Break. Getting the one up on all you guys. Now, I say that to say this. I have been attacked over my last video I did about marriage, and the women was like, "You don't know what you talking about." They came after me. How do you go with earning with no money? You find somebody else that's going there with money. Now, how to deal with scenarios and situations. Very interesting. Well, let me explain something to you. As I had to explain to that woman who said I was lying. Most people who say you're lying is mad because you're telling the truth. Now I'm gonna tell you how to deal with certain scenarios. Say, for instance, your wife is friends with somebody you don't like. If your wife is friends with somebody you don't like and you don't want them to be friends, how do you handle that situation? What's up? Well, this is how you handle that situation. You got to figure out the yin and the yang of the situation. What are the positives and the negatives of your decision? Because you could always blow this up. Now, exactly. It always depend on the situation. Okay? Even if you don't like that person, is it a male person or a female person? Let's say your wife is friends with a guy who you don't approve of. Now, you have to remember this is when you marrying her comes into play. You married her. So you have to give something to get something. You got to say, hey, I'm not friends with such and a couple of other people because of you. I didn't want you to feel insecure. I don't like this guy's situation. If he's going to be around you, I need to be there. I don't want you and him nowhere alone in any type of situations just because of the look. Always got to tell her it's not how you feel. Always make it out to be the look of it. It doesn't look right. To the outside people looking in, it looks weird. So, not just for me, I'm saying the look of it because women always don't want to look a certain way. They have a certain class of elegance. I'm talking about women, not hoes. Okay. So you got to make sure when you're talking to your wife, you got to make sure you put the words look in the scenario. The look of it don't look appropriate. Imagine what they're going to think of you or what they're going to say about you because of the way it looks. If your husband's not there, you're always with that guy. People are talking. The neighbors are, they're whispering amongst themselves. Well, you got to make sure that you have some terms set in the situation. You are in control. That's what you need to understand. You are in control. It's your show. Once you start thinking that you're not, it's all over. You just got to know how to control the situations that you don't think you control. Give them the illusion of control. Now, how to handle certain situations. So you give me a situation, I'll tell you how to resolve it. My wife spends more money than me, and I can't stop her from spending money. We should be ahead, but right now we're barely making it because her spending habits. Okay. Okay, well, here's the news. I'll get back to you, Prague. Your wife is spending money, so let's say you have a joint account. Must be. Okay, that comes in handy, but you should have a backup account and where you're putting money in just for a rainy day. So if you know you have a wife that's very inconsistent with her money, better yet, I'll be like, look, you're putting us in the red. So if we're gonna be in the red, I want to be in the black. Why don't you get your own account? I'll get my own account. Yeah, and if she keeps doing that, you know what you do? You buy something ahead of her. You know she's getting ready to go buy something. You go buy something first. It should be, why are you buying that? Well, there's no money in there. Yeah, I bought something. You don't spend any money. See, if you don't spend any money, you like to save. The wife thinks you're saving it for her. So she thinks that's her money to spend because you're saving it. They don't have the concept of saving money. Women has the concept of putting money to the side till they see something they want to buy. So the concepts are different. They'll put something down on the bill, but they'll never pay it off. And the interest will start chewing them alive. Listen, you have to have a secret account on the side. It don't have to be a secret. They'll know. Be like, look, this is my other account. I'll put some money in that joint, but I ain't gonna put a lot of it in there because the way you spent money. So we can add that joint account, but now that is a secondary account for me. So you ain't gonna be able to spend all my money. My direct deposit is not coming to this account no more. My direct deposit is gonna be coming into this account, and the bills that I pay is gonna be over here. See, that's another thing. You guys have to separate bills. If she's late on bills and your name's attached to it, that's gonna look bad on you and on your credit report. So make sure you pull your name off. Be like, you know what? I'm not on the water bill. You paying the water bill. I'm not gonna be on the light bill. Your name gonna be on the light bill. I'll help you out with it, but I'm not gonna be on it because you keep paying it late. Mm-mm, can't do it. Now, Prague said, "Well, what do you say when they always asking where you going when you leaving the house?" Well, dude, that's a wife. Okay? That's a wife. A wife is going to ask where you are going every time you leave the house. Yeah, I mean, it's not just so she can know where you are. It's just that when you're leaving, she likes to know. Something can happen, an emergency or whatever. She don't know. She might have plans. She might have to run somewhere. See, it's different when you're married. When you marry, your wife should know where you are at all times. Don't you want to know where your wife at all times? If someone asks you where your wife, you should automatically know where she is. If you say, I don't know, they'll be, huh? You don't know where your wife at? What to do if someone catches you in a compromising situation somewhere? Don't you have to explain compromising? Then you don't want to be married, Brock. No one says you can't step out. You can step out. She just wants to know where you're going. Here's the thing, don't get a lot of devices. Don't get Snapchat. Don't get that FaceTime. Don't get any of that garbage because once you do, she can find you anytime, anywhere. You say you somewhere, she just FaceTiming you. Because she want to make sure she sees your background and know exactly where you are. Well, Buddha, here's the thing. I'm guessing you're saying you want to move closer to your parents because they're getting older, but they live in a bad neighborhood and the housing market is high. Well, you could always move your parents closer to you, or you could rent somewhere over there. Depends on how far you are. Like if you're out of the state, out of the city, it's different. Or just visit and vacation them sometimes. Take time out to go visit them. Believe me, that's more better than living close by. Because at this point, the parents get comfortable with you not being around, and you're used to them not being around. So seeing them is good for visiting. You know the phrase, love to visit, but I don't think I want to live there. You outgrow some of the things in the neighborhood. You don't want to be over there when you're outgrown it. Well, so you're out cheating. Someone catches you cheating. How do you deal with that? With the public, with the wife? See, there's so many gray areas with what you're saying. Now, are you saying you were innocent in the situation, or you were just out guilty? So if you were out guilty, you got caught cheating. Come home and admit it. Throw it in her face. If that was the case, because one, you're the one in the wrong. You out cheating. You got caught cheating. So you got to come home and confront her. Might as well throw it in her face because she already knows. But when you do it, you blame her. That's how you do it. Be like, yeah, I did that. But you know what? It's been you. You've neglected me all this time. You walking around here, you don't even try to remember when we used to date, you used to get dressed up. Now I gotta see you around here with this doggone hair net on your head every night, and you're walking around in these pajamas all day. You trying to demasculate me. I did all this stuff to try to help you out. I suggest stuff. You like, nah, I don't want to do it. All you want to do is sit in the house and eat. You want me to just lay up under you and get fat and die. This is your fault. She wants to help me live. You always got to find key points. Men in a bad marriage always got key points. Key points means all the things that they do, but you can't say because you don't want to feel like getting in an argument. So you store those points of the reason they're getting on your nerves and been pissing you off for 13 years. No, people get uncomfortable after getting married. Don't believe that, Chris. They don't get comfortable, they get uncomfortable. They believe it's comfort, it's uncomfortable. And you notice who notice it? Your friends. I ain't saying you got to be out clubbing all day, but you become a couch bunny. You become a ball of clay that sits on a couch all day. Hey, hon, what's for dinner, baby? Spaghetti. I like spaghetti. Duh. You got any napkins, hon? What about that? Okay. And then she plans your weekend. Oh, Saturday, don't forget, we gotta go to this girl at my jobs. It's her she's got a promotion, or her husband's getting a promotion. They're having a barbecue over there at 3. You're gonna get home at 2, right? So as soon as you come home, just shower and then we're gonna leave out. I'll have the kids ready. Okay. I'm gonna need to go get them a gift, so I'm gonna send them a card. All right, send them a card. Now I need you to pick up some chocolates. I'm gonna send them over there, something, some cupcakes. I'll write the list. You pick it up on the way home. On the way home, picking up chocolate. Okay. You have no life no more. It is all over. And you've accepted defeat. Your joy has to come with driving home. Woo! I'm in the car all alone. It's quiet. I'm happy. You're in your own universe. No, it's you've become dormant. Nobody wants to go down that road anymore. When you're showering and she wants to use the bathroom, I don't understand that. That's your wife. But normally, hey, I don't know how your apartment is or if you have a house. Normally, there's multiple bathrooms now in houses. But if you don't want her in there, lock the door. Easy solution. Anybody else got any suggestions or any questions that they need? Ah, he says it's Vero Beach. It's a nice neighborhood, and your trucking business is in Atlanta. Can you run your business? It all depends on your comfort. Now, if their parents need you to be home, that's different. They need you to be there, that's different. Now, this whole trucking business out of Atlanta that you're doing, if you need to be there to run the trucking business, I'm quite sure your parents gonna say, "Look, run your business. Don't worry about us. We got it." But if you just want to be home, then take a break, and someone else can run it while you gone. Then do it. You can be there for a couple of weeks. I'll let you know the next movie over there on ScreenFing. You banging three thoughts. How do you get out of it in one piece? So stop banging them. They won't care. They're thoughts. They'll find somebody else to screw. Now, how do I get my brother to pay me back money he owed me? Well, I don't know your age, but I would be like, tell mom and dad to tell them to pay you. That's my best bet. Tell mom and dad to tell them to pay you. He'll pay you then. How not to get. Oh, you got robbed at the dealership. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Florida's on point. And thanks for everybody who donated to the Cash App. I appreciate it. How do you help a family member that says they want a job but don't want to work? I'm very confused there because If they want a job but they don't want to work, they get the job. Like, do you want them to work for you per se? I don't understand. Prague, I had answered one of your questions already. So I probably haven't gotten to it yet. My thing is, if you the boss, let's say you're the boss and a family member wants you, wants you to hire them, but they don't want to work, you fire them. Simple as that. They'll be treated just like everybody else. I'll be like, look, knowing me got you through the door, but what you do here is gonna keep you. So knowing me has got you past all the process and has got you hired. Now, what you do from this point on will keep you here or get you out. Well, if you hook somebody up with a job and they blow it, that's on them, not you. But now, you gotta wash your hands on it, like Paulie. Now, I gotta wash my hands on it. Now I gotta turn my back on it. You've done your part. They gotta help themselves. Now, Prague, you said something about a woman and introducing her to your parents or something. If she wants to meet your parents, but you're not ready for her to meet your parents, then that means you're not sure about her. Because a man knows basically right away if he wants to introduce a woman to his parents. Believe me, you know from the very first moment you meet the girl. If she's somebody you don't know, if you should introduce her to your parents, she's never going to become the person that you want to introduce to your parents. Believe me, you know right away the girl you want to introduce to your parents. You'll meet her, be like, "Oh yeah, you can meet my parents. Yes, you can meet my parents." Now everything else is just formality. But right off the bat, if you already down, I don't think she's ready yet. That means don't ever take her to meet your parents because she's never gonna be ready. Because ain't nothing more she could do. At that point, there's something about her to make you not want to take her to the parents right now. So whatever that fact is, if you haven't gotten over that fact, then you ain't gonna be able to take her to your parents. I haven't been to Arnie's in years. Well, I guess that's it. Well, this has been fun and entertaining. So next time you guys have a situation and I could help, oh, the car dealership. Yeah, I never got that. I'm sorry. I did say that I never got a chance to help him out. So I guess what you're saying is that somebody ripped you off at the dealership and you saw that you didn't get it for the right price. I'm sorry. Um, Here it is. You got a car. I'm quite sure there's something that's called the Carfax that you got to look at when you go in there. And if you signed the paperwork already and you got screwed, I mean, you screwed yourself. So I don't know what else to tell you. You can go in there and fuss. If it's early, like if you just got the car, you can return the car. back there. You can say I've changed my mind. You could take the car right back. Said I've changed my mind. I don't want this car anymore. I'm gonna tell the bank I can't afford it, and because normally the bank sometimes will call you and be like, "You sure you want this car?" I mean, for real, they will do that. They'll call and be like, "Look, you sure you want this car?" Now, I mean, that was back in the days. Nowadays, they probably just take anything. But back then, they used to be sure. Like, you sure you want this car? Like when I got the Mercedes, they was like that. You sure? Because we heard you're black. Are you sure this car is gonna be okay for you, black man? You sure? You know this is a Mercedes, right, black man? I'd be like, nah, I thought it was a Mazda. So anyway, I'm out. Thank you guys. We'll chat later.